Well, I was watching a Christmas film last night. It's always snowing in Christmas films.
There's a key word there, films, not quite reality. And for those of us hoping for a white Christmas, I mentioned a little bit earlier, at the moment, I mean, there's still a week away. The odds could change, but it takes much to make a white Christmas, just one snowflake. But I think not likely to happen. No. So don't go making any white Christmassy plans just yet. The hunt for the ITV Coming Wales Christmas tree, which is behind the cameras, is still on. Apparently the end of this week. Who knows? The big unveiling, but I've gone a bit sparkly in its absence anyway. I'm just trying to distract you from the actual weather forecast here because, frankly, as we saw Ian and Ella earlier, clearly illustrating it's revolting out there. And if it's not raining where you are at the moment, it soon will be. And that rain is edging ever closer. You can see the radar picked up the blues and the greens there, the echoes of some really heavy rain working its way in our direction. Nasty conditions out there. As far as the next few days are concerned, well, it's a little bit hit and miss. So tonight's wet weather will clear through quite quickly. A ridge of high will bring something slightly more settled but cold for tomorrow. And then we've got more low pressure waiting in the wings to bring a wet and less cold end to the week. Hope you're bearing with me on this. It is just that time of the year. After all, here are the details. Well, it's not the most festive of forecasts, but if I just move over a little bit, look at that. John, it's a sign of things to come. Christmas is in the air. I can feel it.
I think the real tree's about that big as well. Yeah.
Well, it's a very messy weather setup out there at the moment. Across the south, we've still got quite a keen southerly breeze, so it's still mild here. Across the north, though, the wind's already becoming more northerly, so temperatures here dropping already. Very heavy rain, as I've been saying, nasty conditions on the roads. But the good news is, well, the glimmer of hope is that the strong winds will clear the worst of the wet weather by the early hours of tomorrow morning. But everywhere we'll see this northerly airflow starting to take hold. And that, as I've been saying, allows for a rather short-lived cold snap. But we're certainly going to notice it. So by the early hours of tomorrow morning, the temperatures will be several degrees colder than they are out there at the moment. Values of around 2 or 3 degrees, possibly colder still in more sheltered rural spots. And the legacy of the wet weather will be a few showers, which, where they meet that cold air, could fall as something of a wintry mix, particularly over the hills and mountains, sleet and even some hail, with more of that to come as we head through the course of tomorrow. And you can see it's going to be a blustery day, possibly some wintry showers as that wet weather, the showers edge their way southwards and eastwards, with some dry spells and possibly some brighter spells tucked in too. But you can see a real drop in temperature of, well, 4 or 5 degrees, and actually really where it should be at this time of the year. The winds will remain strong throughout, so even though I've put values of around 7 or 8 degrees on the map, if you factor in that wind chill, it is going to feel even colder still. So if you're heading out and about tomorrow morning and into the afternoon, wrap up, take some extra layers with you. The showers will ease through Thursday night, and under clear skies the temperatures will certainly drop away, so many of us will wake to frosty conditions during the early hours of Friday morning. But as you can see, there is more heavy rain on the way for the end of the week.